Well, hello YouTube. How you doing? I haven't done well, I've done a few videos. I've actually uploading three of them or four. There's that three or four of them at the moment. Actually, whereabouts are they? So what we got like three there. Well, okay, there's about three. Yeah, there's three in total that I've got to upload, which is the last snippets of videos for stuff that I was doing with my videos, which was shit. There we go. And so as you can see, I've got three of these GTA 5 videos I pretty much got uploaded at this point. So, I've done that pretty much. Now I'm just making some new videos. Obviously I don't know what subject's going to be included, but I mean, at this point in time, I've got my mind set on probably a little bit of gaming and combine it with some other stuff as well. My internet has been actually playing along with me correctly and doing the right thing. I've had to combine three modems. I'll be honest, I had to combine three modems to actually get what I wanted out of my system. So, here's the first. This is the main modem that powers everything and pretty much does it all. So there's a dual core modem, it's an ASUS. It does lose sync occasionally, but my connection is just shitty to start with, so unfortunately, yeah. So basically I had to sort of not jerry-rig, but basically get three modems together. This one is a dual core modem, which it has got wireless features on it, but I don't use any of the features. I've disabled everything on it. Pretty much disabled the wireless on this, and this doesn't. I don't use this for wireless purposes. The other one that I use is this, which is my main router for the house. Well, sort of for the house. I've also got another router running through Ethernet into the power lines at the other end of the house from my dad, which that's for him to get Skype and all his stuff and download and everything else. So there's three routers pretty much handling the entire house. The back of the house is just one router. It's a 4-port router. It's a basic wireless N router, which is the back of the house. The two routers up the front, there's this modem. There's the main modem, which is the 2041. And then there's the main router, which is sort of, it does routing as well. I mean, this can actually be a modem as well, but I found it just doesn't give me a really good speed. This other one that I got, this ASUS one, seems to give me better speed than some of the other ones that I've used. So what I've done is I've basically got ASUS modem, which is pretty much my main modem. It seems to give me better throughput, and it seems to give me better upload speeds, and it seems to give me better speeds in general. But I mean, it does occasionally drop out, which is rather frustrating, but oh well, I can't do much about it. So I'm just going to log out of that, but that's pretty much that. Then this is my main router, which has got everything else on it. It's got, oh, what's it got on it? It's got my nephew's wireless stuff, my wireless stuff, my wired stuff, which is my console. So my console plus, what else? I've got my console plus my computers plugged in via an actual wire into the router itself, and then most of the other stuff is on wireless clients. So, including my phone and everything else. I don't know, as I said, it seems to give me a reasonably good speed. It doesn't seem to be shitty. I've also got a hard drive plugged into that router as well, so for extra network storage. But does it work sometimes? Not all the time. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's sort of annoying, but I don't actually find it. So it was there before. I don't know where it's gone, but nah, look, it's normally there anyway. But whatever you think, anyway. But I mean, only certain parts of the network can access it anyway. At this point in time, I've got it set up. Oh, I have got it set up to do the hard drive stuff as well, but it's sort of catch-22 thing where it works half the time and it doesn't work the other half. So it's sort of annoying, like I said. So print servers, storage. As you can see, it does actually say that I've got a drive there, which the drive is about 750 gigabytes. If I remember correctly, it's not a very big drive. It's my old, it used to be my old work drive. So that's not too bad. We'll see how we go. But basically, I've sort of jerry-rigged everything together, so it seems to work a little bit better now, but it's still frustrating to... Yeah, my internet's still frustrating regardless. Just, you know, like, for example, I'm trying to upload this file, which... Okay, this file is probably about 16 gigabytes or something like that, but it's still annoying that it's going to take 1600 hours to sort of upload, and, you know, frustrating, you know. Okay, 70 days or whatever. So that's pretty much just the annoyance that I'm having at the moment. I've got things running a little bit faster, which in the sense, you know, I can record things now and things don't come out as shit. Well, I don't know, most of my cinema recordings, and I've done current stuff on my videos, so I've gotten I think I've got a percentage of them uploaded, but I haven't got all of them uploaded. More views, the more videos you upload, so obviously the more videos I upload, the more views I get. Even if I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 views per video or something, that still gives me a fair amount of views in total, or my total views in essence. 105 subscribers. It was higher before. Well, apparently people must have unsubscribed. But anyway, as I said, I've got a shitload of stuff anyway coming up, obviously, for the videos. Any girls I'll offer support to my channel if you're interested in some of the stuff that I do and some of the things that I go through. Aside from that, what else? GTA 5 PC, more gameplay, build testing. As you can see, some of the build testing I've done. Creating the content. I mean, look, the issue is I can create content like till the cows come home, as I've said with a lot of my stuff, and you know, it's easy to create that content and get that content out there, but the problem is uploading it. And uploading it in some type of order that actually works, you know, in most cases. So that's just, yeah, it's frustrating to get that stuff where you want it, but, you know, it's life, unfortunately. You can't do much about it. You just got to take your time with it. Then I've had a bit of a rant about my connection, issues with my connection and problems and, you know, things that I've had happen over time. Unfortunately, that's just a side effect of living where I do, so not much I can do about it, and not much that I can, yeah, just there's not much I can do about it at this point, so I just sort of got to, you know, go with it, basically. So, at this point, most of the stuff I'm doing with my channel is going to involve repairs, as I said, well, combination of repairs, but also it also involves my gaming as well, Xbox 360 or combined or whatever. In that type of sense of things, so hopefully I get all these damn videos uploaded. I'll get some of these videos uploaded there. Then I've got these other complete mission videos and everything else I've got to upload. There's this point that just sort of in between that. What else? Pick it up. So at this point, I have cleaned up my area, and I have to work on a client's computer, which is just basically software issues. Software's not freezing; it's freezing and doing things of that nature. So you know, it's a basic job, so I'm not going to charge a massive amount for it. I mean, if it was a little more complex, I probably would charge more, but that's just basically just reinstalling a browser and doing a couple of things and reinstalling and updating a bit of software and things like that. So you know, it's not overly, it's not the end of the world sort of complex thing. So yeah. Anyway, at this point, it's all together, all working. Well, to a certain extent, but yeah, it's gonna crap itself occasionally from time to time, and it's just gonna shit itself completely. It happens, trust me. So yeah. What else? I don't know, what's that combination anyway. What else is there? I mean, there's a combinance of different things that I would like to do, I guess, at this point, and I guess things are really sort of interesting to see exactly which position I am with most of this stuff. I mean, I want to do some more streaming, but I don't know whether my connection is really suited for it. I mean, it'll work, but not all the time. I also got some Domino's for dinner. At this point, I'm just sort of, I'm getting along, paying my eBay bills. I'll just also promote my eBay auctions as well. I've sold, let's see, www.ebay.com.au. I sold recently some HD DVDs. I had a problem with well, it wasn't the customs fault because I didn't realise that it had been marked off as the postage was actually lower. It was meant to be $15 postage. It was a bit lower than that, but anyway, that's all good. I've fixed that up with him anyway. But I've sold about five. Yeah, I sold 5 items pretty much. sort of, I haven't got massive prices on them, but I've listed 18 back. I listed a whole 40, I think it was like 46 or something, or 47 or something. 43, I think. I listed about a whole 43 items, and yeah, I'm going to list them 20 at a time this time, just because the eBay fees are a little steep. Actually, that's something I want to have a bit of a rant about, to be honest. Yeah, I didn't end up making as much profit as I thought I would. Just mainly because I didn't sell as much as I thought I would. I mean, okay, I thought I would have sold more, but I mean, maybe I could have promoted the auctions a little more, but I mean, I wasn't doing too bad. I did stick them up on my Facebook and some of my pages. The issue I found was that the eBay fees were a little steeper than I thought. So basically, I sold the items, I made about probably, I don't know, about $89 in profit in total. Yeah, it's probably about that much, yeah, 89. But I was still waiting for some money to clear anyway, because there's a new clearance system. If you're a seller, you got to wait for the money to clear, basically. But yeah, I made that much, and I had a $92 eBay bill. Now, I mean, at the end of it, yes, I've got money in the bank to cover the fees. But I mean, when your profit margin is, like $89, and then your margin of fees is $93, you just sit there and you go, what the fuck, seriously? Like, I'm sorry, it's just a steep fucking thing. On top of that, I actually looked into some of the fees they actually do. I mean, they take a percentage of your postage fee, they take a percentage of other fees out. I mean, a considerable amount of fees. I'm all for protection and everything else, and I guess they have to protect people, and, they have to put their fees up a little bit to do a lot of that stuff, and I'm not arguing that, but the thing that shits me is that, that margin is so fucking light, I'm just like, fuck, like, really? Wow. And I don't know, it just pissed me off, that's all. I'm sorry, it annoyed me, it pissed me off. And I was a little bit annoyed with the fact that, getting the eBay bill that I did, and look, at the end of it, it did honestly piss me off. So I'm thinking to myself, hold on a second, what the fuck? Like, seriously, I'm trying to make a profit, but at the same time, I have to pay a massive, huge lot of fees, So it's like, instead of eBay, they should call it FeeBay, you know what I mean? I mean, not even fucking Gumtree charges that much, and they're both under the same company regime. Jeez, I don't know, probably, yes. FeeBay, eBay, yeah, combination of, I would say that would probably be something interesting. And look, I mean, I'm not gonna jip them too much, but to be personal and honest about it, I just feel that their fees were going a little overboard when you consider I mean, okay, I'm listing individual items, I think it was like 50 in total, almost 50. It would have been almost 50, I didn't quite get 50 on there, but I think it was about 47 or something like that. My point is, I listed almost 50 items, and I should have got some type of bulk discount on that. Which, yeah, I did, but then relisting each time, I don't know, I'm sorry. The listing fees, I don't know. I mean, probably things have gone up, and I'm not arguing that, but I don't know, just some of these fees, you think, it's like, with some sellers, you just fucking fiend them to death, I mean, it's ridiculous. Personally, I feel. And, I mean, at the same time, I think there's probably a lot of other sellers in the same position as I am who feel the exact same way. So, I mean, at the end of it, I sold some items. I could have sold more. I need to sell more, which I'll probably end up listing 20 items next week. Yes, next week. Definitely next week. I won't do it this week. I'll end up listing 20 items next week, most likely, and I'll probably pay it in between anyway. When I'm able to pay the fees anyway, but I mean, I don't know, it just annoys me, and then in the sense of that, I didn't sell everything I wanted to either, which, as you can see, I've put a few items on. I've put 18 items on, but I need to basically I need to sell the bigger items with the bigger price tag. I also need to sell the other stuff. I mean, and put it this way, there's nothing wrong with the stuff that I have, and I've got positive feedback from all the buyers that I've interacted with. So far, the ones that I've interacted with, pretty much the briefly thing is like, I thank you, which, that's cool. But, and the other one said thank you. So, yeah, always get a thank you from people, which is cool, and I said fast payment. Well, I mean, in my mind, as long as I paid within a reasonable time frame, I consider that fast payment. Because, people aren't always logging onto eBay to double check things like that. So as long as I paid within a reasonable time frame, I was happy. I sent the invoices out and I just had to wait for them to make the payment, basically. So they paid within their time frame I expected. So, you know, I'm a pretty patient guy regardless. So, you know, I'm doing pretty well with most, yeah, I think I'm doing pretty well with most of these stuff. So, as I said, these people, feedback as buyer, seller. Yep, so as you see, I've got 2 comments at the moment. These are for the 2 items. I haven't received any other comments from the other items that I sent, but the other items were sent in any case. So they were, well, I think one item was actually almost practically brand new. The only thing might have been the plastic might have been slightly split off it, but that's because it was, that was just the plastic to actually unseal it. So everything else it was pretty much brand new because I'd never used it. I'd never played the game, to be honest, because I just didn't find it that interesting. But, when I do sell my items on eBay, I always make sure that I give good quality, or I sell good quality items. I'm not going to put up something dodgy. And if there is a problem with an item, I will state directly that there is an issue with the item. Same thing when I've listed stuff on Gumtree as well. I had a camera with a slight issue where you wouldn't get the sound through the speaker, but the actual camera worked and it recorded and did everything else. And I explained that on Gumtree, and I got the money for it, and I got paid for it. Because at the end of it, I explained I was honest with the buyer at the end to explain the whole situation. So yeah, but I've got Xbox games, HD DVDs up for sale. What have I got? Tom Clancy's Double Agents, Xbox 360, Sega All Star Tennis. Xbox 360 Alone in the Dark. I mean, I've got a few games here. On top of having a few games, I've got HD DVDs all the way through. They should be all good. I've never, as I said, I've watched them, a few of them on and off, but most of the time they've been. I mean, there's one item here, which is the Strikes headset, which is brand new in box. It hasn't even been opened. The box has got a couple of dents in it, but I mean, I haven't done anything. You know, aside from that, I mean, the box might be a little wary, but I mean that's only because it's been laying around, sort of thing. But I mean, that's brand new in box. That's brand new in box. Well, it's not brand new. Okay, I have used it. I've taken it out. I've used it, and I've actually mucked around with the unit. But I know for a fact that it works. That I've tested it. So I mean, there's no problems with that. But yeah, pretty much I've got the original box for that box. That's new in its box. And the rest of these are pretty much in their original DVD cases and everything else. So, yeah. But, I digress. No, as I said, it's just, to me, it's like FeeBay. It's just, FeeBay. Too many fees. Too many fees. Just, yeah, a lot of fees and at this point, not enough return. At this point. I don't know, man. It may change in the future. But it's just frustrating. At this point, you're sort of stuck between a rock and a hard place. So, my point is, anyway, FeeBay, pretty much. Yeah, that's what I would classify it as. And I probably have a few people totally disagreeing with me. Agreeing with me. It's a fair few sellers and stuff like that. So, yeah. At the end of it, as long as I can be happy, that is the main thing. Tis true, my man. I don't know. Anyway, my point is, the point that I'm trying to make is that I would like to see a little bit more of their, I don't know, I'd like to see their fee system go for a little bit of examination. I mean, okay, yeah, I can understand reasonable fees, but I mean, there's also the factor of fraud too. I mean, I can understand they're trying to create a system that's fraud-proof, and that's not always cheap. It's not cheap, and it's not easy either. So I guess at the end of it, you've got a point. I mean, not everybody is as honest as somebody like me, or people who run a little hobby business like I do, or something like that. They're not as honest as I am, because I'm always very honest with my customers, regardless of the customer, whether it's what class that customer comes from, what level of society that customer comes from. I'm always very honest with them about stuff, and I always lay it on the line for them to explain exactly how things work. But that was my little tiny rant on basically eBay or FeeBay. You pretty much just call it that, because to be honest, it was pissing me off, to be truthful. And at this point in time, I'm like, fuck, seriously, just pisses me off. But at this point, I'm just gonna sit back, settle back, and think to myself, okay, hold on a second, I've got everything fixed up now, so I'm pretty good. As I said, I'm making this new video now. I don't know whether I might do some Xbox footage. I don't know. I'll see if I can do some Xbox footage with my girlfriend again. She's she's going fishing in the last couple of days. She wanted to go on a bit of a fishing trip, just to some fishing on her own. No, not on her own. With a new friend. New friend, that's it. New friend and her husband. Yep. So, yeah. What else? Let's see. Checking for updates. Check for updates. I don't care less about updates. What the fuck? Alright. Okay. So that one. So I think everything's pretty much set up at the moment. I've pretty much got everything where I want it. I've been playing. I've actually got back into WoW, but a friend included me in it. He included me in an Australian guild, which is sort of a casual guild. You know, when you log on, basically, sort of thing. But I mean, I've actually been logging on last couple of days. Yesterday, I logged on for a bit, because I was talking to him in Cyprus for a while and just having a bit of a discussion, and so yeah, he talking to him for a while, then went in and did the quests. I actually created a new character, which is pretty much the warlock I created on another realm. The problem was that the realm transfer was $29, and I just didn't want to fucking pay it. Didn't see the point, so I've leveled up to about level 7 now, so I'm, getting there. I'm leveling up slowly but surely, so eventually I will get there to the point where I can level up a little more and get myself going. Once I'm leveled up to that level, well, I want to get to about the same level I was on my original realm, which was when I was with my last girlfriend, to be honest, because, my last girlfriend caused me some issues when I played the game, so, yeah, I'm the best standing anyway, but, so I've got that. What did I end up doing? What did I end up doing after that? I ended up going to... So anyway, I ended up playing it for a bit. So I've been playing that on and off. I've been playing GTA 5 here and there. I also dusted out my Xbox. I blew out my Xbox. Because I figured, what the hell, I need to. It needs to be dusted out. So I got the air compressor out, blew out my Xbox, and it seems to be performing a little better now than it was before. It wasn't actually performing extremely well before. Which I found blowing it out does actually make a difference to the performance and some of the stuff inside, the guts especially, and even hard drive performance to some degree, because of overheating issues and things like that, because it causes things to actually slow down when they're not running, when they're running too high a temperature. Blew out my laptop as well, which is now running a lot cooler as well and a lot better. It seems to be functioning very well. Put some photos anyway. I got some photos off it. I put some photos. I have some footage that I recorded a few days ago, which was a video that I haven't actually probably end up uploading that too. I made that a while ago, a few days ago, which was a video that I need to upload at some point, I guess, because I don't know what. I need to figure out what video that was. I don't know. I may just end up deleting it and starting over and starting a fresh new video. But I had some old footage on my camera, which I don't know whether I'd actually put it up or not. But I can check. I'm going to check that I put it up or not. We'll see how I go. So I blew that, dusted some stuff out, dusted my Xbox out. And I need to dust my PC out, maybe today or tomorrow. At this point, I've got a customer's computer to work on, which is a basic software issue that I'm mucking around with, just freezing and random lag and things like that. Just see how that laptop goes and just see what's going on with it, basically, because it could have just a couple of issues. Maybe there could be some dust that needs blowing out. I don't know. It's a possibility. So, alright. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it there, YouTube, anyway. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe to my videos, follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Google+, Facebook, and Instagram, obviously. Follow me on those services. I'm always mucking around with computers and doing things. I think I'm also going to be getting into phone repair, apparently, because my nephew's screen on his phone is a bit screwed at the moment, and they want me to fix it, because it's not going to cost as much. Well, it's just going to cost really the cost of parts, because I don't really charge for my family, per se, just because well, I consider myself a good guy, but family, I don't know. With family, with family, we always support each other. So when it comes to repairs, I don't always charge my family, things like that. It's only sort of, I mean, same goes with, maybe not friends, I don't know. With friends, it depends on the friend, really, and how close I am to the friend in particular. So, yeah, but I mean, with family and things like that, I don't tend to charge for certain things. I don't, you know, put money in a heap of things anyway. But anyway, my point is, stay tuned. I've got more videos coming up, obviously. I don't know what they're going to involve. They could probably involve a myriad of subjects. Maybe some rants. No, see, I'm sort of over the rant spant thing, you know, like I'm over the whole rant cliche thing at this point, because rants, I don't know, I've had my rant about my internet. You all know what the fact that my internet sucks donkey dick and I have to put up with it, simply put. So at this point, fuck it, you know, something I have to put up with, so, you know, shit. I'm not going to whinge and piss about that anymore. I'm just going to say that, you know, it's just frustrating when you're trying to get shit uploaded and you're trying to get things on. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to say thank you very much, YouTube. Stay tuned. I have obviously more videos coming up. Like and subscribe. Also, if you'd like to post comments below my videos, always feel free to post comments. I'm always interested in what people think. I'm also interested in what people want to see in the future videos. Alright, thank you very much, and catch you, YouTube. Bye.